Hi, thanks for watching. In this video I'm going to show you my collection of primers, eyeshadow primers. And so the first one I have is really old and dried up, but I wanted to show it to you before I toss it. And that's the Shadow Liner and Primer, Shadow and Liner Primer from Fyrinnae. And this actually worked okay. Well, not really that great, but out of like all the natural ones I've tried, like, you know, they'll have ones that come in like a little pot and it's almost like a little balm that you put on your eye. Those don't work well for me in terms of preventing creasing, but this one works for maybe like 3 hours before it creases, which, I mean, it isn't bad because if I don't use a primer, then my eyeshadow lasts like 5 minutes. So if I need to, you know, go to the store or something that involves, you know, just a couple of hours, then this actually works. And another thing from Fyrinnae I have, and this isn't really a primer, but I didn't know what other category to put this product in, but this is their Pixie Epoxy, and it's just a clear gel, and it's actually really amazing because wearing a good primer underneath this and then putting this on top, putting just a tiny amount of this on top and just putting it all over your lid and then patting eyeshadow onto it, makes the shadow really pop. And then, you know, as long as you wear a good primer underneath it, this doesn't make your eyeshadows any more likely to crease or anything like that. And it just really, it's really amazing for if you want your eyeshadow to really have strong color and maybe has shimmer, you want it to have strong shimmer, look really metallic. So this is really great eyeshadow intensifier, so really love that. And now onto my primers. I have one from Tarte. This is their Lifted Natural Eye Primer with Firmitol. And this one is just okay for me. It's another one of those beigey one that it just goes on clear. It just blends out clear. I've worn this before and my eyeshadow after like an hour or so seemed to crease, and then some days I've had better luck with it, so I don't know if it depends on the weather or what. Maybe I'll try it again in the winter. Maybe it's just too hot and humid now for this to work. But yeah, it didn't work that well for me in preventing creasing. And then I have Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I actually have this in the original version and in the Candlelight version, and you know, I might as well just swatch this for you, but the Candlelight version is gold. It just has like a gold sheen to it. And I really love gold eyeshadow, like very light golden colors, so I had to get it. And the Too Faced Shadow Insurance is actually, it's listed on Sephora's website as not having parabens and I don't know, it lists all the things it doesn't have, so I figured maybe it's not so bad. I tried to use natural products, but I feel like with primer, that's like the, I choose performance over ingredients with eyeshadow primers just because I don't want my eyeshadow to crease. And this works really well. I'm really happy with it. I used to have the Urban Decay. This is the green, but I used to have like the purple original one. And I like the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. It's kind of grown on me. I think I like this a little better. I mean, they're very, very similar. I think I have a review a while back of them both, and, you know, I say that they're pretty much identical. And they really are, but then I feel like this one, over like a long period of use, the Urban Decay one makes my eyelids a little bit dry, and this one doesn't do that. But, you know, using them not over a long period of time, that they're the same. It's just if you use it for a long time, the Urban Decay one tends to kind of dry my lids. But this one's really great. Works really good. Keeps my eyeshadow on all day. You know, I have it on under my eyeshadow today. And really good. And the Candlelight one, if you want that like pop of, or not really a pop, but if you want like a wash of golden color, and sometimes I'll just wear this on its own just to have a little bit of color because I know it won't go anywhere. That's actually kind of how I like to use it versus, you know, putting it under eyeshadows that are putting it under colors. I like to just use it on its own, but you could put it under eyeshadows as well, especially maybe like a matte shadow. Maybe it'll make it a little bit more shimmery if that's what you want, or shimmery shadows if you want even more, if you want to add a wash of gold underneath. But yeah, they're both good. I like them both. And then the Urban Decay, you know, that works well for me as well. And I have this in green because I wanted this golden color. And it's a little bit chunkier glitter, and it's a little bit yellower, darker gold is this one out here compared to the Candlelight. But it lasts really well on me too, so almost like liquid eyeshadow. I use these two. And then last but not least is the Bare Minerals Prime Time in Brightening Pearl. And I've been really loving this lately. It's kind of like a champagne color to wear on its own. There it is here. Really loving it for that kind of nice brightening wash of color on my eye if I'm running somewhere really quick and I just kind of put it on. My eyelids are naturally kind of darker than the rest of my skin, and so I look really tired if I don't have anything on my eyes at all, and so I put this on and just kind of brightens out my eyes, makes me look more awake and more alive, and it really stays put really well. So I like this for kind of a quick one color wash on my lid, just you know, if I'm in a hurry, so I look more presentable and just kind of more awake than with nothing on my eyes at all. But actually I've worn this under eyeshadow as well, and my eyeshadow doesn't crease with this at all either, so this is good as a liquid shadow and as a primer, just like these other ones. So these are all my tinted ones. And then I don't have it anymore because it dried out, but the e.l.f. Mineral one is another one I've tried, and that works really well too. If you need one that is really kind of a budget one, that one works quite well. It's kind of like the Urban Decay one, where after a while I notice it a little bit drying to the lids. But if you have really oily lids, you know, then maybe that won't be a problem for you. And I think my lids used to be oily, but they've gotten less so since using those primers. So I think they're cured, so to speak. But yeah, these are all my primers, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.